Kong in the trunk.
I'm back. Rhodes Rants on Dave Chappelle. That's right. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Join the Rhodes Squadron. Okay, so everybody is losing their ever-loving minds over Dave Chappelle, right? Now, for full disclosure, when the Chappelle show was still on, it was, without a doubt, my favorite show on television. Okay? And now we have a Dave Chappelle special. By the way, there's three Dave Chappelle specials on Netflix, but Sticks and Stones is his latest. And he basically has come out and said, the show is literally called Sticks and Stones. He has decided to take the mainstream media and the ultra-left social justice warriors, he has taken them to war, for lack of a better term. And it's a beautiful thing, okay? I had said I wasn't going to talk much politics on this channel anymore. However, I think there's certain things where you just can't get around it. And number one, what we're finding out is this special is historically great. And there are no limits on who he decides to go after. He takes on Michael Jackson. He takes on the LGBTQ LMNOP community. He takes on everything that you can think of. Juicy Smollett right now, okay? And the fact that African Americans pretty much blatantly knew he was lying. I had African American friends right off the bat that said that dude is lying. And he unapologetically goes after everything that is a thorn in the side of real people, of everyday folks right now. We're beyond fed up with the media being offended by everything. And I believe it's one of the reasons why Trump won the election, okay? It's because the culture has this new cancel culture, which has actually been around for a couple of years now, has waged war on the ability just to open your mouth and say something, okay? Everybody's running scared now, okay? It is even my belief that certain terms on YouTube will actually get banned. Woke, so SJW. I believe eventually YouTube will have it where you can't put that in your description or search terms. You've kind of seen similar events with Facebook already. Dave Chappelle shows he unapologetically goes after all these people. And I think that the fact that the media has given this a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, it's showing that only 5 critics have actually watched this. You know that's full of shit. They're scared to say anything at this point, okay? And that tells you right there, some of these critics probably actually like this thing and are scared to say anything, which is indicative of where we're at right now, okay? I had decided I wasn't going to talk any politics because, frankly, I'm scared of it affecting other things outside of my YouTube channel, you know? But at the end of the day, I got to thinking, you know what? Most of my liberal friends are a lot like Dave Chappelle. And Dave Chappelle is a liberal. But he is not offended by everything, and he doesn't feel like he should have to walk on eggshells. Number one, this Netflix special is beautiful. It is fantastic. It is, I think, in the top 2 or 3 best stand-ups I've seen in the last maybe decade. And I think Dave Chappelle, as an African American, was able to say some things that, I'll just come out and say it, that white folks can't say right now, okay? For fear of retaliation, right? And what the mainstream media doesn't understand is other races, ethnicities are not offended by everything, okay? But they want to act like they are. John Matrix made a video about a month ago, and there was a comment made, and it has stuck with me for a month. The comment said, "What is up with black men talking like racist white men? This disturbing trend." That's what the comment said. And it has stuck with me for a month. It's bothered me because it's like, what world are you living in? Most of my friends are black, and I don't know one of them that has an ideal like a social justice warrior. They are not offended by everything. They do not think everything should just be quote-unquote acceptance, all right? It's flooring what is going on in this country right now. And one of the problems is everybody being offended by everything. Something's got to change when it comes to that. This special is, I believe, will go down in the history books, much like a lot of George Carlin's. This is a George Carlin, Eddie Murphy, raw, historically great special. And comedians should have the ability to essentially talk about anything. It should be a safe space, okay? That's what stand-up comedians have always done, is they have taken on everything without fear of retaliation. And Chappelle just literally says, you know, I wasn't going to talk about this, and then fuck it, I'm talking about it. Because you guys can kiss my ass. He's fed up. He talks about the fact that Kevin Hart is essentially the best soul on the planet of the earth, but he had 4 tweets that offended some folks from years and years ago. You know, I'm tempted to tweet something offensive out right now just so somebody can find it a decade from now and I can say, go fuck yourself. It's just gotten ridiculous. I don't know what the media, what our kids are being subjected to. What are we going to do? Life is hard. Life is not fair. Life doesn't always work out the way you want it to. And we're teaching our youth that that they're not going to have to persevere. They're not going to have to strive for greatness. That they're not going to have to work hard to achieve, because we're saying it's okay, it'll be okay. We don't want you subjected to that. Life requires you to have a hard outer shell. Buck up. I can tell you, if somebody moves from California or they move from Oregon to Texas, it's a different culture here. We come out swinging every day in life, all right? And fuck your feelings. That's just a fact, okay? And Dave Chappelle says, fuck your feelings in this special, essentially. And it's, of course, sparked outrage. We have lost our mind as a society. And honestly, I don't believe we've lost our mind as a society. The media has lost their minds. Because I think 90% of people agree with Dave Chappelle. But now everybody's scared to say it. By the way, I give this special like a 9.5 out of 10. Like I said, it's no holds barred. He goes after everybody unapologetically. Juicy Smollett, R. Kelly, Michael Jackson, the LGBT LMNOP community, the extreme left-wing mainstream media, and their lack of big boy pants. You tell me what you think about Sticks and Stones from Dave Chappelle, and how Dave Chappelle is really stepping up and taking one for the team of America. And he is. He's taking one for the team of America to say, look, we're not candy asses. We can take it. We're not offended by everything. Buck up. We're not going to change. Media, you're going to have to readjust at some point because you're going to lose everybody. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.